I think we can start. No.
Finally tunakusikia.
Nilisikia nilikuwa na struggle technology.
Tulifika wapi?
I think 129 ama.
Okay, then the next. Which one of the following statements regarding D-amphetamine and L-amphetamine is not true? So which one is not true? So we're looking at D and L-amphetamines. Now, guys, we need to at least be active. So D and L-amphetamines, they occur as a racemic mixture. They are enantiomers. They have similar pharmacological profiles, and they interact differently with receptors. So asking which one is not true. So do they occur as racemic mixtures? I think so. Okay, someone help us with this, but I actually think they occur as racemic mixtures. It's true.
Hapa. Wait. D and L ni gani ndo optical? Ni optical whatever.
D and L inakwanga optical isomers. It's about how they rotate that wherever. Plane.
Oh.
With light.
Yeah.
They have similar pharmacological profiles. Do they really? Which one has psychotropic whatever? Is it D or L?
Ndo naangalia. I think Divya is saying, we're in question 129, Divya. Hapa I'm seeing they work. One is more potent than the other. So, okay, according to what I found.
Yeah, because I know one, the antipsychotic, whatever, hiyo moja acts mainly on the CNS, then the other one is not as active, but it has more activity qua, I think, cardiac muscles, but I'm trying to remember which is which.
The question you asked about which is active. Divya, I think they're both active. It's just that one is more potent than the other. And then Serafina said one works in the CNS.
Yeah, the D isomer is the one that has CNS effects, and it's the more potent one. Then the L isomer has a bit of cardiovascular effects.
Anyone? Okay, I think if no one,
Yeah, so
we
me and
can
Letting are
just
not sure of what we're going to decide, and no one else seems to be coming. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll just leave it and go to the next question. Because
I think we can go to the next.
so what is a lead compound? So a lead compound. Okay. Okay, Felicia thinks the answer is C. I think it's for the previous question, 129.
Oh, okay. Can she explain how like different they are? Ama? I can't see that message.
No, she has not explained. She has just said she thinks the answer is C.
Well, we can go with C for now, and then you can put a star.
Yeah, you. Okay, so what's a lead compound? We were doing, I think we discussed drug research and development, but we didn't get to discuss about the leads compound and the heat compound. So we can, maybe someone can help us go through the lead and heat compounds in research and in drug development. Okay, we can just have a look at the choices. For lead compound is a new molecule proposed for particular therapeutic use, or is it the most active compound among a class of related molecules? Does it lack a chiral center, or is it the starting material of a synthesis of a drug?
I think it's the start material.
Yeah, it's the, I think it's the start material in the synthesis of a drug. Definitely when you're talking about discovery, I don't think we talk about chiral centers anywhere.
Yeah. And the most active molecule. Wait, a hit inakuanga. No, I've seen somewhere that a hit is a compound which has the desired activity in a compound screen and whose activity is confirmed upon retesting. I'm not sure. And then lead compounds are selected from a collection of hits.
Yeah. So when you're so that means when you're developing a drug, you first get a number of hit compounds, then whatever from those compounds, whatever you use to develop your drug is now the lead compound.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, just a minute. Divya has sent. Okay, I removed. Yeah, Divya has sent a link that shows what a heat molecule is. It says a heat molecule is a compound that exhibits desired therapeutic activity at a given target molecule. Then it goes ahead to give the whole process of heat to lead. How do you develop a lead compound from your lead, and so on. So you can just check that link. Okay. Then we can do the next one. Which one of the following is a hepatic microsomal drug metabolizing enzyme? Someone help us with this. I'm not so sure about those microsomal enzymes.
I think it's a mixed function of the day. Let's
Pardon, sijasikia.
Someone was talking Latin.
Yeah, Nightwing.
Okay. Please repeat what you
nasema, ladies, nanisikia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's a mixed function of the base.
Oh, the others, what are they, if you are aware?
Xanthine oxidase. This one is the one that's involved in what is it called? Metabolism, yeah, the purine. For it, yeah. And then, okay, I don't quite remember the pathway. Unless someone I want to take first. But, yeah. Then metabolize, catalyze the nini from conversion, hypoxanthine to xanthine, xanthine to uric acid.
Yeah.
And then the alcohol aldehyde dehydrogenase. Ja, unaweza tuambia hiyo. Ndio nakwanga unaitumia zaidi.
Who? Yeah, I don't know. For aldehyde dehydrogenase, it catalyzes the oxidation of aldehydes. And it is essential in metabolism of alcohol. Yeah. And then alcohol dehydrogenase converts alcohol to aldehydes or ketones. Are we in agreement?
Yes, Soja.
So where are each of those enzymes like found? Kama hiyo alcohol dehydrogenase, where do you find it?
The alcohol.
I think in the liver, but now the question is more of microsomal. So I don't think they're microsomal.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking, because now if mixed fractional oxidases are microsomal, na hizo zingine sasa I don't know. Yeah, cytosol somewhere. Microsomal enzymes are the ones found in which specific part?
The smooth endoplasmic reticulum.
Yeah, smooth endoplasmic. So alcohol dehydrogenase ni iko kwa cytosol.
Yeah, in the cytosol, in the cytoplasm and mitochondria.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then anatomical fetal anomalies due to action of a drug during the period of organogenesis is known as. Guys, what do we call those?
Teratogenic.
Teratogenicity.
Teratogenicity. I don't know. Do we need to discuss anything up?
See, I think we had discussed the others earlier.
We looked at idiosyncrasy yesterday. I don't know if we did. You've done that.
I think the others are more self-explanatory.
Wait, Divya is asking, what did we say yesterday?
But you're saying we did it yesterday.
What we discussed yesterday was that idiosyncratic. The one was saying it's in an unusual, unusual, uncommon way of doing something, or something happening in a way that it's unusual, something like, I don't know, you can't explain, or something like that. Is that what we say?
Or a
that's
rare
unexpected.
reaction.
Unexpected.
Yeah. Unexpected drug reactions. No.
Yeah. Okay, then we can move to the next one then. She says number 133, the antidote for paracetamol overdose is what? Divya says it's acetylcysteine.
Yeah. I think Stan had sent the
image for those things and
the
antidotes. Okay. Okay, which one of the following is a cholinesterase enzyme activator? Wait, Connie, there are no people in the
Tuko hapa Dr. Manjari.
Wewe na nani? Wewe na Divya. Wewe na Divya.
Tuko in the building. Mbaya sana.
Wewe Divya na Felicia.
Kwani kuna nini wadhia wako? Achana nao watiaji wengine.
Yeah, anyway. So
pralidoxim.
So pralidoxim is and then we said, yeah, that's why we can be able to use it as organophosphate.
Yeah,
antidote for organophosphate.
Yes. So 135. So we can move. Which one of the following is indicated for ion overload?
Is yes, period.
Just give me a minute, guys.
Oh, you're saying choice B. Right, I agree. Yeah. So 136, pain and inflammation arising from bee sting can be relieved by all the following except. So just you were stung by a bee yesterday. What did you use?
Ichumia mate. Surprisingly, but is it more alkaline?
Pardon?
Bee sting inakwanga alkaline ama acidic?
I think acidic. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. Maybe Divya can tell us. Yeah, it's acidic. So which among the following wouldn't you give? I think for the inflammation you'd give prednisolone. Chlorpheniramine, I think would also be given.
This ni mast cell stabilizer from glycate.
Sorry?
This one's it's mast cell stabilizer.
The chromoglycate sodium.
Mm.
Yeah, it's used for those allergic rhinitis.
Asthma pia.
Are he?
Also in asthma.
But she also fexofenadine. Okay, it's an antihistamine. So which one?
I think chromoglycate, because it's used for prevention, it prevents histamine from being released. So in this case, the ishakuwa released. So like
Yeah.
it won't have any effect. Yeah.
Oh, so fexofenadine. Okay, it's also an antihistamine. So does it prevent or what?
Yeah, I think that one will act on, itakuwa released. But for how chromoglycate works, ni prevent.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
So 137, the antidote for methanol poisoning.
It's
Those
for
guys.
metazol.
Those guys for illicit brew.
Inasoja. That was it, Jani.
No, me, I don't take those things. So you'll give for my people.
Chunga hizo vitu natumia.
So in your village, you find those guys, you give them for my people. 138, the drug of choice for hypochromic Microcytic anemia is what?
Chromic. That's nani? Ida. And deficiency.
Yeah. Iron
That's
deficiency.
virus.
Give parasulfate.
Mm.
Na megaloblastic wanapeana nini?
Megaloblastics ni akina vitamin B12.
Yeah.
Wait, who's the one guy? Sawa dali. Wala sana.
Wesikiza tu advice ukipewa.
Noted.
And then pernicious anemia is associated with malabsorption of what?
That's vitamin B12. Yeah, see that's where the kuna nini is a intrinsic factor.
Yeah. Okay. Chemotherapy induced
How do you
neutropenia.
administer vitamin B12? How do you give vitamin B12?
Hebu tuambie wewe mwenye uko na experience.
Isn't vitamin B12 given intramuscularly? Ama? I think it is.
Injection. CSC.
I think it is, yeah, because it's I am. Yeah, but I'm not too sure, but maybe, just maybe there may be oral dosage forms. But I'm not too sure about oral. But yeah, it's usually given IM.
Correct.
Apparently there is also an substitute one.
SC form. Where? Okay. Oh yeah, you insert it in the skin at a 45-degree angle. Okay.
How do you get your B12? Nani Divya?
I'll tell you on WhatsApp, don't worry. Now.
Okay, chemotherapy induced neutropenia can be reversed by what agents? Filgrastim, Divya says filgrastim. Someone
Correct.
else? Correct.
Thanks, Prof. But please explain mechanism.
Yeah, hizo nini?
Yeah, for filgrastim, how it reverses it.
I know it's a growth factor, so it helps with the maturation and the activation of those cells in the neutrophils.
Then what is this? Xerophthalmia is due to deficiency of which vitamin? Vitamin A. Felicia says vitamin A.
Deficiency
Yeah,
of vitamin C.
vitamin A.
How we
Okay.
go through the rest?
What?
What about the other vitamins? What do they?
Vitamin C, scurvy.
Vitamin C is scurvy, what else? Vitamin D, rickets, those bone diseases. Someone says osteoporosis. Yeah, those bone things. Vitamin K, clotting problems. Tupe hizi vitu na mpangilio. Me, I'm just throwing random things that I know.
Yeah, for vitamin K, it's inability to clot if there is a deficiency.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're actually right.
Yeah, vitamin D, seeing the legend saying osteoporosis. Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay.
Oh, vitamin K.
Vitamin
ingredients.
C is scurvy. Did anyone say that?
Yeah,
Vitamin
yeah.
C. Ati what chai?
yeah. Nani took us through. Dr. Manjari.
Okay, then we can continue. The role of calcitonin in the blood is to do what?
Regulate calcium homeostasis.
What have you said, Chai? Okay,
B.
so how does it do that? What exactly does it do?
I think on an instance, on a hypercalcemia, then enough release. So if it were released in the bloodstream, it will promote calcium calcium being taken up by the bones. Don't know where the rest being in and out of the bones. And promote its uptake.
So, okay.
Okay.
With hypo, I think it just promotes its excretion. Sorry. Yeah, in it's excreted. Some in I think the excess is excreted.
So the parathyroid hormone, though, it's the one that increases calcium levels, or which one causes calcium levels to be high? Somebody? Anybody?
The hormone or the gland?
Is it the parathyroid?
In a secret mean calcitonin.
No, calcium. Like it causes calcium levels to be high in your blood.
Yes, it's the parathyroid hormone. They activate
Ah.
osteoclasts in the bone, and end result is the release of calcium.
Thank you very much, Doc. Manjari, you may proceed.
The concurrent administration of probenecid and piperacin may lead to what? What affects the excretion or absorption of what? What kind of drug-drug interaction happens when you give probenecid with piperacin?
Not quite sure, but I guess they use the same transporter.
Pardon?
Probenecid inhibits renal tubular secretion and causes prolonged serum levels of piperacillin.
Anything else we need to say there? So as man says, it does so by inhibiting the organic. Yeah, it inhibits the organic ion transporter in the proximal tubule, so piperacillin is not excreted in the normal rate, leading to a prolonged concentration in blood. Then which one of the following is a neuramidase inhibitor?
Let me ask before you go to the next question.
Mhm.
So, I wanted to confirm, does it inhibit the organic anion transporter, or it competes with penicillin for that? It competes with penicillin for excretion using the organic anion transporter.
You
Which
see,
is
once
with-
they now that they're competing, which means less will be excreted, because I think they're using the same transporter for excretion, and so there will be more in the serum.
So it competes
Yeah.
with penicillin for excretion. It doesn't inhibit the organic anion transporter.
Yeah, they compete.
I think both are actually right.
They also inhibit.
Okay.
You
Um,
see, like like when something is like when a product A and B are competing for the same enzyme, once
Yeah.
A binds, it inhibits the binding of B.
Of the other.
Yeah. So I think
okay.
both of them are okay.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
So then we can go to question 44, examples of neuramidase inhibitors. Okay, someone has already given an answer in the chat box. Yeah, but maybe we can discuss the other options. Or maybe we can just move kama hakuna watu kwa nje.
What's the question, Nani?
Yeah. I think
Unajua
it's
naona
the
kama
MOA.
we are doing a lot of just answering and moving.
Okay, so when I searched Sido, okay, I don't know whether it's supposed to be Sidofovir or Sidovivir. Sidovivir is just giving me that it's an antiviral, and for acyclovir, it's giving me synthetic nucleoside analogs. If anyone has any information on D, please tell us.
And then on the chat box, we also have another examples of the neuraminidase inhibitors. Oseltamivir. And then we can do the other one. All of the following are non-nucleoside reverse transcriptase inhibitors, except which one?
I think we had done this in the morning.
Yeah, we did HIV in the morning. Guys, give us a summary. So I think we can just move. Oh.
Stage.
Macho yangu mwenye
I can't really
child anakulanga carrot, mwambie akusome.
Yeah.
It's not visible. I guess we'll move to 150 is a bit visible. Okay, 160 is it? 149 says inhalation of corticosteroids can cause oropharyngeal infections with A. histoplasma capacity.
Yeah,
I
A is
can't.
Histoplasma capsulatum, B is Candida albicans, C is Cryptococcus neoformans, and D is Aspergillus.
I think that's.
I think it's B.
Yeah, Candida. That's why they're told to cleanse your mouth after using inhaler. Especially corticosteroids.
Yeah, and then we said for, what do we give for oropharyngeal candidiasis? For oral candidiasis, what do we give? That's the one we give nystatin.
Yes, sir.
Then the next one, which one of the following is the most effective drug for prevention of
Motion sickness.
motion sickness? Okay,
Yeah.
so we have haloperidol, hyoscine,
Metoclopramide and the other one, domperidone. It's hyoscine. Those are my thoughts.
I agree.
Yeah, hyoscine. Domperidone is the one we give in combo with those other names for GAD. Oh, it's a question.
Huh?
Domperidone ndio hiyo inapeanangwa for in combination with other names for GAD.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
D3, it just the D3 receptor.
but also it stops nausea and vomiting. So
Yeah,
could it be?
that's by cause of the D3 receptors. I think it usually acts on the smooth muscles, which are usually present in the gut, therefore reducing your, what's that word they usually use? Your motility to prevent your, I think that's how it works. I'm not wrong. Maybe someone can.
Yeah. So I'm thinking I'll change to D.
We changed to D.
Domperidone, I'm not sure.
It's hyoscine. Hyoscine is the one which is called scopolamine, if I'm not wrong. So I
Yeah, but
think it's an anticholinergic. So it will like it blocks acetylcholine, right? Which is in the parasympathetic nervous system. So if it inhibits acetylcholine, that means it reduces the effect or inhibits the parasympathetic nervous system, which is usually the system which is used for motion which is the reason for motion sickness. So hyoscine is still the answer, also known as scopolamine.
first line. Oh, I'm saying it's the first line. Also, someone has typed in the chat box. It's the first line for motion sickness. Okay.
Just something to add on motion sickness is that the ondansetron, the 5-HT3 antagonists, they don't work. And also the D2 antagonist, metoclopramide, they won't work for motion sickness. Only these first generation antihistamines, which have antiemetic activity, such as promethazine, and this drug known as cinnarizine also, yeah. So the ondansetron, domperidone won't work for motion sickness.
Guys, so sorry, you said which ones don't work? D what?
Domperidone.
Domperidone.
I think it's a D2 agonist. That's what he said.
Is it an agonist or an antagonist?
Antagonist, I mean. Yes.
Anything else?
Which one of among the following is the drug of choice for typhoid fever? A. Nalidixic acid. B. Is it nitrofurantoin? I'm seeing my thing. C is
Levofloxacin.
and ciprofloxacin.
I'd go with D.
Go with Divya too.
Anyone with a contrary opinion? Say aye or forever hold your peace. Okay, I guess we're in agreement. I feel.
Okay, niko hapa. Elevated liver aminotransferase may be due to which drug here? Ketoconazole, bisacodyl, amoxicillin, ama vitamin D. Which of those can cause elevated liver aminotransferases?
Ketoconazole.
Ketoconazole, okay.
What other drugs increase liver aminotransferases? I think statin.
Most anti-TBs.
Uh-huh.
Itraconazole, terbinafine, yeah, flucytosine, all those antifungals.
Antifungals.
Yeah, those specific ones, even amphotericin B, as Chaya said.
I think even this I think statins, but I'm not too sure. If Gaius.
Yes, but even statins.
Yeah, okay.
I think even methotrexate also.
Yeah, even NSAIDs, even I think this also looked at the tolcapone. Yeah, a lot of drugs cause hepatotoxicity.
All of the following are adverse effects of hydrochlorothiazide, except which one? So which one?
Hyperkalemia.
Hyperkalemia is a side effect of which diuretics?
The potassium sparing.
Yeah, potassium sparing. Wait, let me ask, was it for loop diuretics, did it cause hyperkalemia? I'm a hypo. It was hypo.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Then how do we manage those? Kidogo tu letting. How do we manage those other side effects? Things like, I don't know, hyperuricemia.
I think Janet should unmute. Janet should say something. She said she'll start being active in the discussion. Yeah, let Janet tell us something on hyperuricemia.
Just arrived, Bana.
Yeah, tell us about hyperuricemia, Doctor. Cause loop diuretics. How do you manage? What do you do?
What?
Hyperuricemia caused by loop diuretics. How do you manage?
Hyperuricemia caused by loop diuretics. First, tell me, how does loop diuretics cause hyperuricemia?
They decrease uric acid release. So the uric acid is not how do I say it? It's usually reabsorbed, I think, to the body. So now you have hyperuricemia.
You say the loop diuretics cause increased uric acid in the body.
Increase the absorption of uric acid. So now you have high uric acid levels.
Willie, you're breaking.
No, I've already said. See, I'm waiting for now Janet to explain the rest.
Shafi, you're the one who's breaking.
Oh, I'm also breaking.
Okay. So ideally, there were those conventional medications you are using for conditions for hyperglycemia or even gout. Nakumbuka allopurinol. There's another, I don't remember its name. It's a common one that's given. But ideally, okay, this is how it feels like leading the discussion. You are too quiet. Anyway, personally, I'd go with allopurinol, but it's not. Of course, allopurinol doesn't work acutely for acute hyperuricemia, but yeah, allopurinol is the most conventional one that would be used for first line, and you can combine if it does lead to other stuff like gout and stuff. You can start with maybe PDL and antacids. NSAIDs, sorry. Nimemaliza.
Thank you, Janet. Manjari. And Willie, are you satisfied?
Yeah,
See.
very good. Thank you. Yeah, even in the chat group, people about it are talking about colchicine, sulfine, pyrazole, avoid foods that contain purine. Yeah, FIBO, SOSTAT. They've given good examples.
I think tuko sawa. Kama mimi niko sawa. Willy, utaendelea? What's the role of Lugol's iodine in the management of hyperthyroidism?
Sorry, I thought I was talking and then I realized nilikuwa mute. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it could be yes. I hope you said you'll continue because I want to say that you continue from now. Mali tunaendelea sasa.
It's no problem. So A, inhibit the release of T3 and T4. B, inhibit the synthesis of T3 and T4. C, reduce the uptake of iodine by thyroid gland. Or D, reduce the sensitivity of thyroxine receptors in the tissues. Personally, I think the answer is C, because a Lugol solution is just basically your iodine and your potassium iodide. So it's like now your body has excess iodine. So your thyroid is seeing no need to release, more iodine. But obviously it's a different type of iodine present, with the T3 and yeah. So just this Lugol solution, what it usually does is it usually prevents the release of these hormones, and it also inhibits the iodination of tyrosine, which is a crucial step in the synthesis of the thyroid hormones. Something also interesting is this Lugol solution, Lugol's iodine, is usually used pre-surgery because when you want to operate on the thyroid, when you have like hyperthyroidism or something, because the drug itself reduces the vascularity and the size of if you have a hyperplastic thyroid gland. So by reducing the size and reducing the vascularity, it makes it easier to operate on the thyroid. So number 155, unless someone has something they want to add. So I'll just read them and then hopefully you guys can give me the answers. Tujaribu kusonga haraka haraka so we can spend our time well. The drug of choice for managing petite mal epilepsy is so board discussion has told me it's valproate.
I agree.
Could you give me a bit more information? Or just on the topic or just something?
So just as the person has written, petite mal is the absent seizure, or that's the other name for it, absent seizure, and we only have 2 drugs for it, ethosuximide and valproate. So I mean, it's just those are the only 2 drugs that are used for this condition. So hence the answer.
Next question. Dose adjustment in renal failure applies to all the following drugs except tetracycline, oxytetracycline, doxycycline, and limecycline. Anyone? Someone says doxy. Mind giving us yeah, but I think for this one, I think the other ones are just tetracyclines, if I'm not wrong. So they're excreted renally, if I'm not wrong. Maybe someone can. So just by elimination, you can come to the conclusion of C. Which of the following is a short-acting sulfonylurea? Short-acting sulfonylurea. Glibenclamide, chlorpropamide, gliclazide, or metformin. Anyone with an answer? Short-acting, Divya, thank you. Short-acting, yes. She has told us gliclazide, glipizide, and tolbutamide. Okay, and then someone here in the group is asking, lamotrigine is not an option for petite mal epilepsy. Would you have an answer to that? Or even it's been...
Okay, lamotrigine, you know, these newer anti-epileptics, these 2nd generation anti-epileptics, they've still not yet been integrated fully into the management of epilepsy. But lamotrigine, yes, it's listed as an alternative, not as the go-to drug, but as an alternative for petite mal epilepsy. And most types of epilepsy, lamotrigine is an alternative. And also in currently now in the general, I think that's generalized seizure, it can also be used as a first line, lamotrigine, yeah.
Awesome.
But currently for petty.
Thank you. So we can go to the next question. Let's go down, please. Number 158. Thanks. Premature labor can be prevented. Okay. Premature labor may be prevented by use of salbutamol, agometrine, oxytocin, and carboprost. Honestly, me, I'd go for salbutamol, but I cannot give a clear answer as to why I would do so. So if anyone has DBA, you're too fast. I was already giving an excuse. Yeah, but can someone share?
I think salbutamol, tabutaline, indomethacin, if I'm not wrong, they fall under a class of drugs known as tocolytics. Tocolytics are simply drugs that delay labor. So hence, yeah, the salbutamol. And the others, agometrine, we know that one is used for hemorrhage, postpartum hemorrhage. Oxytocin, the same, and also for labor, to induce labor. We know oxytocin is involved in labor. Carboprost, this one is just a sister to misoprostol. It's a prostaglandin. So also for postpartum hemorrhage can be used, and even to induce labor because it can induce uterine contractions. Yeah. Spider-Man is also saying that carboprost also can cause abortions. Yeah. That's I agree with the fake Spider-Man.
Guys,
How
about I think magnesium sulfate also used to premature labor, prevent premature labor.
Okay, magnesium sulfate. I'm seeing someone else is also saying that nifedipine. Guy, Koleni. Nifedipine. Nifedipine is also a chocolate. Hey, I've been talking.
Yeah, so for the next question, sorry, 0.09 sodium chloride solution in sterile water is considered isosmotic, isotonic, hypertonic, hypotonic. I think because the percentage is very low, I would go with isotonic, which means that both the sodium chloride and the sterile water have equal osmotic pressure. So if anyone is objecting, please.
Just a question.
Wait, is that meant to be 0.9 or 0.09?
Yeah.
Huh?
Because if it's 0.09, see, wouldn't it be hypotonic?
Yeah. Because
Like this.
isotonic is 0.9.
Yeah.
Unless the question had a mistake, I mean.
Yeah.
I think it's isotonic because 0.09%, see, it means 100 millimeters of solution, there is 0.09 grams of sodium.
Yeah, but you see, isotonic is 0.9%. That's 9 milligrams per 100 mils.
But Okay, so what can we say is hypotonic to water really? Like, let's first start there. Because in itself, I think water is like it has a very low. I think what you're saying, it's like from 0.9 all the way to 0. Ebu, if someone can please check first. Am I making sense?
The other part, that 0.09 solution in sterile water, not in.
Yeah, exactly.
So we are comparing it with sterile water, not blood or plasma.
Yeah, so sterile water should be 0. Sindio? Let's
Yes,
just
but
assume.
then it will be hypertonic because now it contains more solutes than water.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Sterile water, yeah.
So yeah, I agree with that.
But those are my 2 cents. Let me see. Mistake. Janet unmuted once and then she thought she can stay muted.
Yeah, it's no pressure. So that one tumepita hapo, si ndio?
Niulize if
Nasema
my
hi.
9 is hyper. Is it hyper?
Not hypo.
Yeah, we're saying hyper
So-
because it's sterile water. So it's been eliminated of all ions. So any other solution that contains ions would be hypertonic.
My question now is what would then be hypertonic in sterile water?
Nothing. I don't think there would be.
Wakati nimevadhingi hiyo swali. But okay, it was
I think it is hypotonic. Why hypertonic?
Yeah, hypo.
Yeah, it is
Because it's
hypo.
sterile. We're saying, oh no, see the one with more osmotic pressure and more ions is what we say is hypertonic or what. So Ebus,
Yeah, as in what he means is the surrounding environment, that's the sterile water, it has low concentration of sodium as compared to the sodium chloride solution itself.
Okay. Kawaida normal saline is what? 0.9%.
Yeah.
0.9% inakuanga isotonic.
But to what? To normal, yani hizo sijui kama unaongea kuhusu blood ama hata maji ya kawaida, but this is sterile water.
It's okay, just let me know. It's isotonic to what? To blood.
Yeah, I think that's what Gas was saying. Single gas. See, that's what we usually give. We'd have to give an isotonic solution when we want to do liquid replacement. Plasma to be specific. Single.
Yeah.
When we're doing fluid replacement therapy. So I hope we're all on the same boat. Let's go to the next question.
Excuse me, I think still hypo.
Please share. No, go on.
I'm empty.
Yeah, I'm saying I think it's still hypotonic, whether you compare it with sterile water or not. If you compare it with sterile water has nothing, right? So 0 saying okay, I've gotten the point now.
Yeah, but
perfect.
I think now because tonicity is always one thing versus the other, this question is ambiguous. Are we comparing the tonicity of the sodium chloride with sterile water? Are we mixing and then comparing that tonicity with plasma? Because based on that, answer can be hypo or hypertonic. Now,
yeah.
So basically, we are saying 0.09% sodium chloride is hypertonic to sterile water, but hypotonic to blood.
Perfect. So just as you said, like because you said 0.9 sodium chloride is isotonic to plasma. So just always know that plasma is at 0.9%. So whenever you're comparing with anything, compare it, always recall that 0.9 that you're talking about. And if whatever you're comparing to is above 0.9, then we know it's hyper, like your solution that we're talking. If it's above 0.9, then that solution is hypertonic. And if it's below, then it's hypotonic. Vice versa for the blood in itself. So number 160.
Guys, I have a different.
Why isn't it
please?
Isotonic?
Actually, have a different check because I feel like the question isn't actually comparing it to sterile water, because the thing is 0.09 sodium chloride in sterile water. Basically, in sterile water, like the sodium is dissolved in sterile water. So I think that is how normal saline is made usually, but this is not normal saline. I think hypotonic would actually be the correct answer, because like there's no other way of putting it. Okay, you could say 0.09 sodium chloride solution, but they're not really comparing it with sterile water, as in from my check, looking at how the question is actually.
Yeah, okay.
I think what is actually to confuse that to 0.9 and then 0.09, then I think that was the trick in the question.
So it's basically just saying 0.09 sodium chloride solution in comparison to plasma. Sindio?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because like nimesha to key in kwa okay, hizi bots hazikwangi 100% accurate, but ukikey in the question like bado ina compare to na plasma, so I think that was just basically what was intended, but sasa the trick was from your 0.09 and the normal 0.7 yenye watu wanajua.
So we change it to hypotonic. I think we all agree with what Sama said. Basically, it was just saying that you have 0.09 sodium chloride solution and you put it in water. Generally, when you compare that to the 0.9 that for plasma, is it hypertonic or hypotonic? So the answer should be hypotonic.
Yes.
So number 159D. So a start dose of 35, that's micrograms per kg of drug X, is ordered for a patient whose body weight is 100 kgs. How much of the drug should be dispensed? So that's 35 times 100, you get 3,500 micrograms, and then you divide it by 1,000 to get your milligrams. So that will be 3.5 mg. B. No. So just remember, micro is 6, milli is 3, and nano is 9.
Willie, please repeat, you're breaking on my side. My internet is unstable.
I was saying, just remember that micro is 10 to the power of -6, milli is 10 to the power of -3, and nano is 10 to the power of -9. So number 161, how much of a product is required to make 1 liter?
And then how did we get 3.5?
Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. No, you're not disturbing anyone. So back to 160, sorry, just go up a bit, thanks. So they're saying a start dose of 35 mcg per kg, senior, of drug X is ordered for a patient whose body is 100 kgs. How much of the drug should be dispensed? So if 35 mcg is in 1 kg, what about 100 kgs? Then you'll find 35 times 100. You get 3,500 mcg per kg. Higher, mcg is micro. So to convert it to grams, that's to the power of -6. And from grams to milligrams, that's times 1,000 or times 10 to the power of 3. So dividing all that, I get times 10 to the power of -3. So 3,500 times 10 to the power of -3, I'll get 3.5 mg to find my mg. Yeah, thank you, Divya. Thanks. Yeah, so perfect. Higher. How much of a product is required to make 1 liter of a 1:1,000 solution? So 4,000 solution. Maybe someone can do. Someone please go with us. We try and get for someone. Yeah, but personally, I'm seeing, don't know, I'm thinking maybe me, I'm getting the answer in C, but I'm not too sure. Maybe someone can share, please.
All right, I'm thinking it's A, but yeah, maybe I don't know, because the solution we have, the one is to 4,000. That means you 1 gram in 4,000 mLs. And we want to know how much of that same concentration can we make in with 1 liter. So I'm just thinking, I don't know.
1 gram is in 4 liters, Cindy.
Yeah, 1 gram is in 4 liters.
Oh,
so
yeah, okay,
how much is in 1 liter?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so you're right. So you'll get 1 divided by 4. So you get 0.25. Oh, amazing one, Seraphine. Thank you. So Divya, me and you had the same answer. I hope now we're good. Cindy, perfect. So thank you. Hi. 162. A solution of potassium permanganate is prepared by dissolving 16 tablets of 0.2 grams in enough purified water to make 1600 ml of the solution. What is the percentage strength of the solution? So 16 times 0.2, we get 3.2 grams. So I think what do you guys think? Oh yeah, Edu.
So see
we get
3.2 grams. Is in, you've dissolved that to make your solution 1600 mLs, and for percentage strength, it's grams in 100 mLs. So if you have 3.2 grams in 1600, what about in 100? I don't know.
0.2 times 16, we get 3.2. So if 3.2 is in 1600, what about 100? So times 100 divided by 1600. Yeah, you get 0.2. Yeah, you're right. So we'll go through the question again. So the 16 tablets you multiply by 0.2, you get 3.2. And we're looking per every 100 ml. So if 3.2 grams is present in 1600 ml, what about 100 ml? So you'll then do 100 times 3.2 divide by 1600, which you get 0.2. So the answer is A. So, hey, Seraphine, you've been taking math classes on the side. You're doing great. Thank you. So, 163. Yeah, thank you, Divya. Divya has shared the calculation on the chat box for anyone who's getting lost. So, great. So, number 163. 500 ml of our 15% solution is diluted with water for injection to 1.5 liters. What is the concentration of the resulting solution? I think for this one, you need to find the amount. Sorry. You need to find the amount of solute in the solution, whereby you'll do 15 times 15%, and you'll get 75. 75 grams. So this 75 grams, I think you divide them by the 1500 times 100, you get 5%. Yeah. So let me go again. You have this 500 ml of a 15% solution, and now we want to top it up to 1.5, and then we see the resulting solution. So first of all, we'll find how many grams or milligrams are present in our solution, whereby we'll do 500 times 15%, or 15 over 100. We'll get the answer 75. So we have 75 mg. Sindio? Yeah. So
Hello.
75.
I think this question's just direct concentration. You just do concentration by volume. Concentration multiplied by volume is equal to the new resolution diluted to. So it will be 500 times 15 is equal to 1.5 times the concentration we're looking for. So you divide by 1.5.
Yeah, sorry. I usually find it so hard to do questions with, what do you call it? Like with formulas. So it takes me a bit of time to understand what. Yeah, but it's like, so C1 V1 is equals to C2 V2. So 500 times 15 is equals to 1500 times C2, which is our second concentration. C1 V1 is equal to C, which you'll still get the same answer though, which is 5%. So thank you. Next question, number 164. 150 mg of a drug powder is mixed with 7.35 grams of a powder. Can't read that word. Oh, what's written after powder? What is the percentage strength of the drug in the total mixture? I think that one is not so bad. So this one will basically just divide I think first will we add? I think first we'll add 7.35. Let me just do times 1,000 first. So yeah, then I add 150. Then I add 150 times 1,000. Here I'm not too sure. Maybe someone can help me out.
I think
But
here
I
we can
was
do.
thinking.
It says that 150 mg of a drug powder is mixed with 7.35 grams of a powder X or L. So 150 mg is the pure drug, 7.5 is the excipient, 7.35 grams. So you can convert the 150 mg to grams. So you divide by 1,000, you get 0.15 grams. So when 0.15 grams is mixed with 7.35 grams, the total resulting mixture will be 7.5 grams, right?
Yeah.
So just that was just addition, just that we needed to convert the figures. So the total powder will be 7.5 grams. So to change it to percentage strength, we'll say 0.15 grams is in 7.5 grams. What about in 100 grams? So it will be 100 multiplied by 0.15 divide 7.5, you get 2%.
Thank you. Even though I was
so even Ania simplified it. I don't know if it was you, yeah. So it's simply that what has been.
Yeah. So thank you.
Yeah.
I hope we're with everyone here. Let me see what happened. We still have a few minutes to go. Okay, number 165. How many total grams of lidocaine will be in 300 ml of 2% lidocaine solution added to 300 ml of 5% lidocaine solution? I think this one is just addition, if I'm not wrong, the way I'm seeing it. So 300 ml times 2%, you get 6 mg. And then 300 ml times 5%, you get 15 mg. So 6 plus 15 is 21. So the answer is C. I'll go again. This is just simple addition. So you take the two individual solutions and then find the percentages. You find the concentrations of the lidocaine. So if they're saying 2%, it's 2% times 300 ml, where you'll get 5, or where you'll get 6, sorry. And then the second one, 300 ml or 5% solution, you'll get 15. So 15 plus 6, you get 21. Yeah, thank you, Divya. You are really coming through for everyone today. So our Divya has shared with us the calculations in the group in case you want to check. Thank you, Divya. So number 166. Our pharmacist has been given 5 liters of a drug suspension and asked, please let's stop joking in the group, man. Finally check it. So a pharmacist has been given 5 liters of a drug suspension and asked to divide it into an equal number of 10 ml and 15 ml unit doses. Dose dispensing cups. How many 10 ml dispensing cups will be used? Pharmacist has been given 5 liters of drug suspension and asked to divide into an equal number of 10 ml and 15 ml. How many 10 ml dispensing cups will be used? Yeah, share with us the calculation. Yeah, so then 200 divided by, thank you. So the calculation has been shared there. You can just take a look. So basically they have just added the 2 different unit dose dispensing cups, which come up to 25, and then you divide your 5,000 divided by 25, you get 200. So aluminium has a gram atomic weight of 27. What would be the milli-equivalent weight? I am not too sure with that one. Yeah, ni more disappoint leo, poleni wallahi.
Yuko sawa kabisa Willy. I think for milli-equivalent weight, to calculate milli-equivalent weight is atomic weight divided by the valency of whatever compound you're doing. So it's here it will be 27 divided by the valency of aluminium, which is 3.
3. So our answer is 9. So thank you, Seraphine. Thank you, Divya. Perfect. So number 168. An adult recommended dose of drug is 5 mg per kg per day. How many milligrams of drug is required every 4 hours for a patient with 110 pounds body weight? So first, obviously, we'll convert the body weight to kgs. So 110 divided by 2.216, we get 49.6. And then this, if it's 5 mg per kg per day, then for every 4 hours, which is so a day divided by 6, so it's 5 divided by 6. It's 5 divided by 6. So we're giving 0.83 mg per kg for in every 4 hours. So just this 0.83 multiplied by the kgs, which we found there were 40, there were 48 or 49 or what. They did not changanyikiwa. I think it was 49.6. Yeah, you get your answers 41.66 D. So if there's anyone who needs me to go again, it's all well and good. But basically, first thing you do is convert your pounds to kgs, which we've been given there. So you will divide the 110 divided by 2.216. And then if they're saying for every 4 hours, then we have 6 divisions of 4 hours every single day. So you'll divide your 5 mg by 6, and then you multiply that by the weight you found. So we can go to the next question. So the complete set of chromosomal and extrachromosomal genes of an organism is called. Personally, I'd go for gene pool. Amma? Oh no, I think maybe I'd go for genome. Yeah, you're right, Divya. Yeah, I'd go for genome because genome is all the genetic material of an organism. Gene pool, we're talking about a population. For gene bank, we are talking about, like when you collect plants, tissues, seeds, which they're significant for breeding of crops. And then gene bank is also similar to gene library. And then we say gene pool is for a complete population. So I'd go with the answer D. So number 170, genetically engineered bacteria used in the commercial production of insulin. I think I'd go for insulin because we usually use E. coli and S. cerevisiae to produce insulin. So I'd go with the answer C. So I think I can stop there, and then we can, unless there's someone who wants to keep going. Me personally, I'm okay with either. But we can call it a day there, and then tomorrow, on Monday at 10, we'll be together again. What do you think, you?
Yeah, we can continue on Monday.
Yeah, Monday 10, yeah.
I have been very honored taking you guys. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend ahead. Thank you guys. Bye.